Hello everyone, this is Robert from Book of Mormon Editions, where we discuss printings, publications, and various editions of the Book of Mormon. So as this video is being produced close to a year end, I'm reminded that various readers of the Book of Mormon recommit and get into habit of reading the scriptures and developing their scripture study, especially as the Come Follow Me program within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints rotates the scripture study focus within the Sunday school programs each year. So I thought it's a good opportunity to go through various and impressive study guides of the Book of Mormon in order for readers to enhance their scripture study. Because of this, I wanted to spend some time today on various study guides and highlight some features within these volumes, all for the benefit of developing study habits and increased faith within the readers of the Book of Mormon. We'll get right into this as we'll review various study editions of the Book of Mormon for personal study. Once again, this is for assisting scripture study and not to be seen as endorsements or rigid requirements. However, hopefully these volumes can give some inspiration for individuals to figure out what they think is best for them. In another video, I'll go through family volumes that might be resourceful to families, but for now, we'll focus on editions of the Book of Mormon that help with scripture studies on a personal level. So here we go, in no particular order or level of importance. The first volume to introduce is the Annotated Book of Mormon, edited by Grant Hardy. I recently did a dedicated review of this volume, and today's content may seem repetitive, but we'll quickly go over some details. So this volume formats the text in a more reader-friendly format, with larger paragraphs and sets the versing references into smaller font sizing. There's also annotations, explanations, and referencings at the footers of the pages, and introductory notes for each book section to give context. This was published recently in 2023 and currently at print at the time of this video. Close to this volume is the Maxwell Institute edition of the Book of Mormon, published in 2018. This is out of print, but can still be obtained through online websites and secondhand bookstores. This was a great volume and a precursor edition to the Grant Hardy's annotated volume, because some supplemental materials is common in both editions. This volume also had some great introductions and supplemental material. Interesting that this had a nice balance between an academic and spiritual aspects regarding its supplemental content. Another study set is the Book of Mormon Made Easier, a 3-volume set with content by David Ridges. David has over 35 years as a church educator, with supplemental content reflecting in it. The text of the Book of Mormon is split between 3 volumes, with additional content such as alternative phrasing, definitions, and topical backgrounds. While there's a lot of material in these volumes, it becomes valuable in terms of content. This is in print and can be found in a number of places. My wife gives a personal thumbs up on these volumes, as they make great scripture study. Another volume to look at is the Annotated Book of Mormon. This is a blue hardcover with color pictures and colored text. Early on in the series, I did a review, and the feedback has been overwhelming on this volume. It's really well put together, and the formatting and page layout works well. The supplemental material are laced throughout the text and also in the back. This volume also assists in the study of the Heartland geography model, where it's proposed that the Book of Mormon stories took place in the American Midwest among the Hopewell and the Adena Native American cultures. And finally, the volume here is the Scripture Study Made Simple Book of Mormon, with Catherine Jenkins Gordon listed as editor. This is published through Covenant Communications and still in print. Laced within the text is commentary and explanations with additional study details at the end of chapters and various stories. The interesting feature for this volume is that reading this is continuous, even if there's supplemental material inserted between versing. So I know that there's lots of reference guides and other study manuals. However, I wanted to showcase these because I've done reviews of these previously, and they contain the full text of the Book of Mormon, not just referencing. So studying from these volumes includes the supplemental material and reading the text of the Book of Mormon. Right off the bat, I'm aware that each person has different processes in order to study the scriptures. Church leaders will often encourage taking a plain copy of the Book of Mormon, reading it, marking it, and writing personal annotations. Personal insight is always better than someone else's commentary. However, it's often beneficial to get some assistance when reading the scriptures. This is why there is a place for study guide volumes of the Book of Mormon. My wife has an interesting and amazing scripture study system where she listens to a podcast called Unshaken by Gerald Halverson. She has a journal edition of the scriptures which has larger margins for writing her personal thoughts and then accompanies the process with supplemental volumes as needed. In addition, another suggestion was to get a replica copy of the 1830 text. These are pretty common and it makes for great reading. This is in novel form, no verses or columns. The idea behind reading from this is that you can see how it was originally formatted, even with typographical errors where the bits of metal were often swapped or words misspelled by the typesetter. It gives an appreciation on how far the Book of Mormon has come and encourages less criticism to those that have previously gone before in published volumes. So as you can tell, there's no wrong way to study the Book of Mormon. As we step into the new year, and for many of us with a new program of Come Follow Me, I hope this gives some insights to available study editions of the Book of Mormon for personal use. If you have a study edition that you've liked, please feel free to comment down below. And if you have a specific or unique edition of the Book of Mormon that you'd like reviewed here, please contact me at bomeditions@gmail.com. Best wishes until next time.